Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I am bringing you my June haul, which I want to say it's smaller, but it's not. But it's also not the biggest haul. It's a pattern. I had a fair amount of pre-orders this month and I found some really good deals, so I did buy myself some things. But we're just gonna get stuck in. So first up, I got 2 audiobooks. They are audiobooks that I have the physical books for. So first up, I got Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. This was in the buy one get one, was it buy one get one free sale or the £3 sale? It was one of the sales that they did. It was in that. So I thought, oh, it was, do you know what? I'm silly. I'm being silly. It was in the 2 for 1 sale, and I know that because also in the 2 for 1 sale I got the audiobook for The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. So I got these 2 on audio. I also did get a few ebooks. It was a bit of an ebook heavy month. So first up, obviously, I got Stuck With You by Ali Hazelwood. Are we shocked? No. You're gonna see Below Zero on next month's haul because I'll be getting that next month when it comes out, or this month because it is July now. Anyway, I also got volumes 1, 2 and 3 of the Umbrella Academy by Gerard Way and Gabriel Barr. I've already read the first volume, but these were really cheap. These were like £3 something each volume, so I was like, let's just get all 3 volumes, and yeah. And then I also got the ebook of Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall, I think. It will be here in case I've got that wrong. But this was on the 99p Kindle deal, so I was like, I've been interested in this for a while because I've heard some very good things, and I think the sequel's out now, so I thought I might as well just pick it up since it is so cheap on Kindle. So yeah. So in June I did actually skip the Illuma crate box. I have heard some not great things about the book, so I skipped it. But I did get both Fairy Loot YA, which was This Vicious Grace by Emily Feed. This cover is stunning. I'm not sure if this sort of book is for me yet. I have read the blurb and it sounds good, but I don't know if it's for me, so I am going to hold on to it and maybe give it a go if I get a chance. But yeah, it's a gorgeous cover, and I am absolutely gutted that I didn't actually realise when you get YA book only, if the box has 2 books, you don't get the second book, which I'm gutted at because it was Twin Crowns, but it's fine. That's obviously me not reading properly. But then the Fairy Loot Adult was Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson, which I am so excited for. It is on my July TBR. I'm going to read it this month and I'm very excited. It sounds incredible and right up my street. So, and also the cover is like very bright and I love it. Okay, so we move on to gifted. First I'll do the ones that I've been gifted by the publishers, and it was a really amazing month this month. I did request all of these, but I wasn't sure if I would get them. The one I wanted the most is actually a book I have already read because I did get the NetGalley arc when the hardback of this came out, but I have the whole series in paperback, and that is Witch Shadow by Susan Dennard. I love this series. I know a lot of people have been hating on this series and this book in particular, but they're wrong. They're wrong. They're entitled to their wrong opinion because this was my favourite book in the series, and I'm so excited that I have a physical copy to go with the rest of the series. So thank you to Tor for sending me this. I am so excited. Yes. Next up, from this technically says Avon, but it is an imprint of HarperCollins. I do vaguely remember requesting this, but it is Circling Back to You by Julie Tiu. It's an adult contemporary romance and it sounds right up my street, especially with what I've been reading lately. So I'm very excited for this one. It's a gorgeous cover as well. I'm excited. I'm going to try and get to this in July. It's not officially on my TBR, but I'm going to try and get to it in July or August because it does come out in July. But I wasn't actually expecting to get it because you don't get a response. It's just a case of it will turn up or it won't. And it did. So yeah. And then from Titan Books, I got a copy of Hooked by AC Wise. Now, I was gifted Wendy Darling by Titan Books back when that came out, and I did read it, and I did like it. It got a 3-star. Was it a 3-star? I think it was a 3-star. It wasn't my favourite book. However, this is a sequel, but this follows Captain Hook. And I think I know from reading the blurb, which don't read it if you haven't read Wendy Darling, but I think from reading the blurb, I know how they're going to link, and I am so here for it. So I'm very excited for this, and I'm really hoping I enjoy it more than I enjoyed Wendy Darling. So yeah, thank you, Titan Books. Okay, so the rest of the gifted were ones that have been gifted to me by either friends or people that watch my videos, and honestly, I had a really rough June. If like some people know what I had to deal with in June, and yeah, so thank you everyone who, I mean, always thank you for anyone who gives me anything. You absolutely don't have to, but honestly, a couple of these made me cry just because I was in a really emotional state. I just love how kind people are. So the first one was actually Spoops's Patreon Pride gift exchange, and I got gifted I Hear the Sunspot by Yuki Firmino. This was gifted to me by Rick, so thank you, Rick. I'm so excited to read this. I've heard nothing but good things about this, and I'm very excited, and it is very short, so yeah, I can't wait to add it to my shelf. The next two were both gifted to me by Tracy Smith. I don't actually know who Tracy is in terms of like their like name on YouTube comments and Twitter and stuff. So thank you so much, Tracy. I'm sorry I couldn't like message you and actually thank you personally, but they got me Queen Takes Rose by Katie Robert. This is the final book in the Wicked Villain series, and I've been gifted this entire series. I was going to just buy them all, but I put them on my wish list because I thought that way I'll remember. And then before I had a chance, people kept buying them for me, and then I was going to buy this before August because there's a thing I want to do, and which isn't very secretive. I know you're probably going to guess what it is, but yeah, I didn't have to. Thank you. I'm so excited to read the rest of this series. I loved Desperate Measures so much. And then Tracy also got me Restless Slumber by KJ Sutton. This is chunky. Like, I know, I have seen the size of book 4. So book 2 being this size shouldn't, like, intimidate me. But this is chunky. However, it is only just over 400 pages, so it looks bigger than it actually is. But I'm very excited because I loved Fortuna Sworn, so yeah. Next up, this one was gifted to me by Leah, and oh, I can't believe I have this book in hardback. It's Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. I have been wanting this in hardback for so long, and it is so hard to get hold of it anywhere but Amazon in hardback, because the paperback's out and the sequel, I think the 3rd book is actually out in hardback now. But this is the 1st book, and I really want to get into the High Republic series because I want to learn more about it, because I'm like pretty much in on like Star Wars Twitter and like TikTok and stuff, so I see a lot of people talking, and a lot of people think this is going to be brought into the live action or even animated TV shows, so I want to start reading them fairly soon. And also, it's Star Wars, and this is me. I love Star Wars. Next up, this one is the one that made me cry, because the reason why Chloe at Persistent Bookworm actually bought it for me. She also bought me a massive bar of dairy milk, which surprisingly I have not opened yet, and this was like 2 weeks ago. So she got me So This Is Ever After by F.T. Lukens. I loved In Deeper Waters, and I'm very excited to read something else by this author. I love the writing style, and I love the characters in the other book. This isn't a sequel. I don't know if it's set in the same world, but it is completely different characters, and I'm very excited, so thank you, Chloe. And then this one also made me cry a little bit, and this is from Kendra, and Kendra got me Catalyst by James Luceno, which is actually a prequel to Rogue One, and if you know me, you know Rogue One is one of my favourite Star Wars films. It is an amazing film, and I wanted more in that section of the world, and I'm so happy I managed to, like, I have a copy of this because it keeps going out of stock on Amazon, so thank you, Kendra. Star Wars. speaking of Star Wars, I bought Star Wars Celebration tickets this month, literally like 2 days before I'm filming this. They were hella expensive, but not as expensive as they could have been if I hadn't have got the 4-day ticket. So I'm very excited, but that's not till April. And then the final gifted one was actually from my parents, and usually I wouldn't I wouldn't necessarily put this, but like this almost made me cry, because my parents like find it hard to like do things like around the house, like not basic things basically, and we're like we're in the midst of redecorating our box room, and it involved stripping off wallpaper that is like 30 plus years old. It's been on those walls longer than we've lived here, and I had to strip the entire thing, and it took me an entire day, and I was in so much pain. But they got me a little thank you gift, not very little. It is this massive Ultimate Marvel book. It's in a hard slipcase as well, and it is absolutely stunning, and it is just information. Oh, I went to one with Loki. That was accidental, but it was perfect. And it's just got like timeline information and character information, and I am like so excited for this. Like, honestly, I'm so happy, and it is beautiful, and it's very heavy, so I'm gonna put it down, but yay. Okay, so the rest of the books I got were ones that I just got myself. The first 4 are pre-orders. So first up we have Forging Silver into Stars by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the first book in the sequel series to the Cursebreaker series, which one of my favourite series. And I managed to get the Waterstones Pretty Sprayed Edge edition, which I'm very excited about. And I don't know if this has any extra content. No, it doesn't. Oh no, it's just got the an extract from Defy the Night, which I've already read. But yeah, I'm very excited for this, so of course I was pre-ordering that. I also pre-ordered Her Dark Wings by Melinda Salisbury, auto by author for me. To be fair, all 4 of the pre-orders I got, well no, 3 of the 4 pre-orders I got are auto by authors, but I'm very excited for this. It's sort of like a it's got modern day Persephone, so I'm very excited for that. Something Certain Maybe by Sarah Bernard. This is the 3rd book in the Beautiful Broken Things series. The 2nd book is Fierce Fragile Hearts, and then we have Something Certain Maybe. So they each follow a different one of the 3 friends, and this is Rosie's book, and I'm very excited because I feel like we didn't get enough Rosie in the first 2 books, so I'm very excited we're actually getting a book for Rosie. So very excited for that. And then this one isn't an auto by author, and in fact I've only read one of the 3 books this author brought out before. Actually, I think the author's brought out more than that, but I've only heard of 3 before this, and I've only read 1, and I liked it. It was a 4-star, I think, but it's not one I'd reread, and I didn't read the sequel, and that is The Society for Soulless Girls by Laura Stephen. This one sounds amazing, so I'm really excited to give this one a go. It literally says 4 dead students, 2 haunted girls, 1 chilling secret to destroy them all. It sounds up my street, so I was like, yes. And also, all 4 of these authors are going to be at Yelp, so I wanted to get them signed. And then apart from that, I only actually bought myself 3 books, 3 physical books in June. So the first one is The Intimacy Experiment by Rosie Dannon. This is a sequel to The Roommate. I don't get why it says author of The Roommate. It should say sequel to The Roommate, because it does actually follow on from The Roommate. It is going to have spoilers. It follows a main-ish character. Actually, no, not even ish. A main character from The Roommate, but it's set afterwards. So this is going to have spoilers for The Roommate, and I'm very excited. It was on Amazon for £2.50, and I had just finished The Roommate and loved it, so I was like, add to basket, check out. It was happening. The next one was Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Now I actually pre-ordered this, and I don't know what happened, because my pre-order wasn't cancelled, but this came out at the beginning of May, but it didn't ship until like middle of June, so I'm very confused with this one. Because I was seeing it in the store, and I was like, I pre-ordered that, but I didn't have time to contact Waterstones and ask them about it, so I didn't. And they hadn't taken the money either, so I was like, well, it's not like I've paid for it. and it's not arrived. Like, I haven't paid for it and it hasn't arrived, so I just left it and then it turned up. The money come out and it turned up a few days later. So yeah, book lovers. And then the final book is one that Lisa from Lisa Does Life raves about. It's like one of her favourite books, if not her favourite book. This is her love hypothesis. You know how I am with Ali Hazelwood? This is Lisa's book. It's Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. So this has been picked up for traditional publishing. So I wanted to get this cover before that happens, because I don't know what the cover's gonna look like. So I managed to get it and I'm very excited to read it because I hear nothing but good things about it. So this is for Lisa. Okay, so that is everything I acquired in June. I'm back to the point where I'm like, I don't know where any of this is going to go. However, one of my shelves that is half double stacked, the other half that isn't double stacked has my 3 Steve Funkos. I am going to need to move them because I now have 4 Steve Funkos and there's not room for 4 Funkos there. So I'm going to have a bit of double stacking space there, which is good because I'm going to need that. Don't ask me where I'm putting that Marvel book because I have absolutely no idea. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you think I should prioritize any of these. Obviously, a few of these are already on my TBR for July, but let me know if you think I should prioritize any. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.